My name is Jaydon. My course is game design. I'm a second year repeating again, and my hometown is London.
Okay, so what course are you studying right now?
Right now, I'm studying game design.
Where are you
Uh,
studying games design?
where I'm studying,
Where are you studying like games design?
yeah. Bournemouth University.
Okay, so why did you pick games design and what do you think so far? What year are you in?
Um, um, second year repeating again.
Okay,
I was
so
supposed to be third.
why did you pick games design?
Um, I guess because at a young age, I was always like into gaming because I was like the only child in that. So game was like a good distraction for me. Over the years, I started going to different consoles and that, playing like PlayStation 2, Wii, and all of that stuff. And then what was back in high school, I failed my GCSE, so I couldn't go to sixth form. So then I went to college here, and a couple of my friends was going to a enrollment there. So
Hmm.
I joined them, yeah, and then we went there together, and they were applying for game design. I was like, raw thing, you know what? Yeah, I might like this because I was doing game IT, kind of like a mini game design course back in high school for GCSE, and I passed that. So I had like that to lean on. So I was able to get into that, and plus I was passionate about games. So yeah, that's how I ended up in game design. Um,
Okay, so what do you think of your course so far?
what I think of it so far,
For two
I
years.
was for 2 years.
What do you think
At
of
the
your
beginning,
first year?
yeah, I was very excited, like legit excited. But then I don't know, part of the passion died as the year progressed.
Why?
Uh, why? Because I don't know. I just felt I wasn't really enjoying like the units we're studying because the sort of stuff we had to learn were the same stuff we learned back in college. So I felt like I was kind of like repeating the stuff that I learned back in college again.
Would you say that gave you an
So
advantage though?
I would say so, but then it's like you pay 9K in a sense, like you thought that you could get there to learn new stuff, something a bit more challenging or something like that. But I just got there, I'm learning the same thing again. Well, I understand because some people have never, probably some of them didn't really do game design previously. So I understand, like first year, I get that. But second year, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. The part of the passion died. And that's when I guess like part of that died. And then my passion for music rose. And from there, yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us who Jaydon Beats are?
So Jaden Beats is basically me, a beat seller. Basically, I started off selling beats, and now I'm progressing into like trying to make my own music and that. But yeah, that's what Beats is.
Okay, so what do you think the best A levels slash subjects are for your course?
For my course,
Games design.
I would say probably like arts, computers as well. Like obviously the
Obviously, games
IT.
design if you can do it.
Hmm?
Obviously, do games design in college if you can do it. But I'm talking about like, so you said arts or computing. Can you go like what?
Like I guess because I'm not really sure about A levels. I feel like IT might be different because there are different types of IT like cybernetics. I think there's some computer science, and I'm not sure if they do like graphical side of things, like making 3D arts and so forth. Or if you do art, I feel like they would accept you as well. I guess something on the line of artsy, like
Hmm.
arts, IT. I don't think maths. Well, it depends if you're going for a programming side, because there's like two types of course: so programming and more design. So programming, I guess you need like maths, probably science as well, because physics and such, and IT skills, and probably some like graphical skills, but not that much if you're going for programming. Whereas designer side, you need like the artistic, like arts and graphics and that, but they will teach you in first year, even if you're not, even if you don't know how to do. 3D modeling. They will teach you how to do it, the basics and such, and then you can progress from there. So I would say not necessarily, but it would definitely help you to get those type of skills before joining into that course.
Okay. So you said you go Bournemouth University.
Mm.
So talking about the actual, just the university at the moment, what are the best and worst things about going to Bournemouth University? We'll start off with the worst. Worst thing about this is just the university, not like the area, the accommodation, just the university at the moment. What are the worst things about going to Bournemouth University?
The worst thing, actually, I haven't deeped it. Actually, wait. The worst thing, I mean, uh,
If nothing comes to mind, that's great too.
yeah, at the moment, nothing yet, nothing
So
yet.
nothing major is bad about Bournemouth University.
I would say nothing major. It's just like I don't know. Actually I don't really know to be honest. I
So
can't really.
what are the best things about going to Bournemouth University?
Best things, because we got a new department right now. I say like the new department's pretty sick.
The new building?
I'm liking that. Yeah, yeah, the new building they've built. Um, they've got good facilities there.
Can you
They
describe some
have
of
like
these facilities?
so for us it's like good computer, like good connections and like music stuff. They have like their own studios and that game stuff. I think we have our own green screen. I think computer rooms. They have access to like libraries. They have good like cafes and foods. What else? Uh, and support as well. They have like good support there.
Mhm.
Um,
Anything else good?
um, no, I probably missed out a couple of things because I haven't really explored the whole thing yet.
Okay. So
Yeah,
you're in. You said your second, your repeat of second year. So
yeah.
you're go. You've been at Bournemouth University for 3 years.
Basically, yeah.
So
Technically, yeah.
if we go back of where you've been living, where did you live in your first year?
First year, I lived in a student accommodation, Purbeck House.
And what did you think
Um,
of it?
it was, to be honest, yeah, it was actually good. Like I actually liked it. Um, Even though I feel like some people didn't like they thought the rooms were a bit small. Now for me, it was like big because my room's actually kind of small, like tiny. But for me, it's kind of like an upgrade. Like
Hey,
anything, yeah, yeah. So I actually liked it. I guess it's just like growing up with like a little less. Yeah, you tend to appreciate stuff like this, like compared to other people. So
mm.
so for me, it was just like it was actually nice having that independency, my own space.
Mm.
And do my own stuff. So it was good.
And your second year,
Second year, it was actually really lit. that was yeah, it was actually really good.
you stayed in the same
I liked
Purbeck.
it. No, no, I moved to Oxford Point, a new building that got built, so it's kind of like an upgrade in a sense, but it was really good. Roommates were amazing. I had lots of fun and that. So yeah.
And third year,
Third year, I moved to Corf House, a little bit far compared to where I lived at. It was good. That third year was actually good, yeah.
where is Corf House for it to be far from the others?
Because Corf House is located in Poole, so it's like whereas from Public House up to Point, it would take like roughly like 10 minutes to get there by bus. Whereas Poole was like at least 20-30 minutes
To get to
from uni.
university.
Yeah, yeah, to get
Okay,
to
so it's
uni.
just a bit more far out than the others.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Especially in the morning when there's traffic here, it gets like
Would you say it's worth the travel to from Corf House to university?
um I mean, what do you mean like worth? Like
So
I don't know.
obviously, like you said, it takes about 20, 30 minutes to get to university. So
Mm.
is it worth that extra half an hour? That what you pay, is it worth like for what you get in the obviously the room, the facilities? Is it better to just get a cheaper accommodation that's closer and get the same things, or should you pay more or less to go to Corf House?
To be honest, yeah, I don't really have that high standard. Like for me, going long journeys, like that's just me in it. So I don't mind it because I could just be chilling, relaxing and that. So for me, I don't really make a fuss over um small stuff like that for me. Like
So
probably
it
for
is
others, yeah,
small.
it might be a bit of a journey.
So that it's just a little trip just to university, maybe longer than
Yeah,
others.
yeah,
Not too
yeah,
bad.
yeah, yeah. I
Okay.
don't mind it.
So what do you think the best university accommodation is?
Ooh, depends. Like I've been to every like I haven't lived in every accommodation, so I can't really say which is best. But it depends because for some people, they have to put into factor like the location,
For
um,
price.
price as
If we're
well.
looking just at price, what do you think?
Price.
Which accommodation do you think offers the best the best options for price? So maybe
To be
you'll pay
honest,
more,
yeah.
but you get what you're paying for, or maybe you pay less and you get what you pay for.
Okay. Um, it depends on what building you go to, because some building could offer like I don't know some gym. There's like newer buildings that get built. They have like gym access, their own gyms. Apparently cinema rooms. But whereas other accommodations, yeah, you don't really get anything, just like a normal common room. So it depends, because
Would you say those
um,
accommodations are worth the extra price they put on top for the cinema room?
for me, I would personally I wouldn't, because there are some, especially the gyms. Apparently, the gyms only open for certain hours, so I wouldn't really pay for that. I'll probably just go for cheaper accommodation,
Okay.
and then go to a gym, local gym
Hmm.
near the area. There's one, the gym that's by the beach, and it's actually pretty cheap. Like I think it was at 14 or 15, which is 24 hours.
Hmm.
For me, I like that because it's 24 hours. I could go there,
So they're different.
especially at night time.
You could just get a
Huh?
gym membership anyway from it and go into a cheaper
Yeah, yeah.
accommodation and get a gym membership.
Or you could go Asda. There's an Asda nearby. The gym membership is actually cheap. Um, but I just, but I think it just depends on someone. It depends on what they like. If they want like a nice luxury accommodation, they might go for like what's the point of
So
the newer ones.
why don't we split it into three categories? We'll go
Mm,
higher end to lower end.
mm,
So for the
mm.
higher end, so students are willing to spend the extra amount of money. What do you think the best accommodation to go for is on the higher end?
Um, Oxford Point could be one of them. I feel like the new Bailey Point or Bellerton Point, they they look they're actually really good. I've been inside there, especially Bailey Points and Bellerton. Like those accommodations are pretty nice. I think the new Skyline. I haven't been inside, but it looks oh good. But I'm
Okay.
not sure if it's that's the high end.
Okay, middle.
Mid middle Dorchester. I'll go for Dorchester because that's like the popular accommodation. Dorchester is good, and I feel like it's mid. Um,
Lower.
Home Park as well. Lower, I would say, based on my first year, I would say Purbeck House.
Okay.
Um, I think Cheshire House,
Oh.
and maybe like student housing, like student houses.
Okay. So obviously now we're gonna go into like the Bournemouth area. So this includes like, nightclubs, shops, restaurants, foods, just living
Mm.
in Bournemouth. What is it
Mm.
like? What do you think of the Bournemouth area? What is it like to live there? So we'll go
If you're
into
comparing it, I sorry, what did you
no, no.
say?
You say so. Finish what you're saying, and then I'll say my sentence. If you're comparing it to what was you saying?
I was going to compare it to London.
Okay, so let's compare it to London.
Mm.
What would you say?
So compared to London, massive. It's like kind of like night and day in the sense where in London it's like obviously here, yeah, I don't really like to go out at night because I just don't really like to.
So what part of London
Well,
are we talking about?
obviously, I feel like my area is like nicer compared to others. Like I'm from West Side,
West
but
London, okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So where I'm living at is nice actually, but it's just I don't really travel at night time. Whereas in Bournemouth, yeah, I can travel at night time because it feels much safer and that. And not just that, it's like the shops there are open, especially at takeaways and what else was so yeah takeaways and that they're open pretty late compared to here.
What's the takeaway place?
The takeaway place.
The
Oh, I'm
takeaway place.
addicted. Native. That's if you're an Afro Caribbean, yeah, Native's gonna be your favorite place.
What's the dish at Native we get?
You could get a plantain, stews, goat curry, and all of that. Like jollof rice. Hey, that's banging. You could get all of them good things in it. If you're missing home, that's where you go to get that,
Is it
you know,
far
home cooked meal.
from the accommodations?
Nah, if you're living in Bournemouth town, it's actually nearby. It's
So
like if you live in Oxford Point, Purbeck House is nearby.
so where's Bournemouth Town compared to the accommodations?
So I think it's just like there,
So
like
it's
5 minutes
close. It's
walk.
very
Yeah,
close.
yeah,
Okay.
very close.
So you said so if we go on, you said nighttime. So what else? Obviously, except for takeaways, if we go more to the nightlife, what's the nightlife like in?
Nightlife. To be honest, I can't really compare it to London because I've never been to like nightlife here. Um, so I can't really say much. But nightlife in Bournemouth here is actually pretty chill. But then it gets for me, it's just like I'm not really into like nightlife that much compared to like other people. So it gets a bit boring over time. And like it's actually deep for the mandems as well, like going there. So I say go there to just have fun. If you're going there for like a different objective, you're trying to get girls and that for a guy's side, yeah, it's a bit deep.
Why is it a bit deep?
But I don't know, like the girls there, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
What about Bournemouth girls are you trying to say?
No, I'm not saying anything, bro. I'm not saying. No, it's just like I don't know. It's just like because I feel like guys go there trying to get girls here, but they just don't end up getting it because they end up there with their friends and that. So it's just like raw thing. It's kind of like your night is ruined. And I see
Oh,
man here
okay,
just standing there all upset and that. Yeah, I'm just like, bro, like
okay.
go there to have
But
fun.
make sure when you go clubbing in Bournemouth, go to have a good time, not to move girls.
Yeah. That's my advice because you get let down easily. Or like I've seen guys successful as well, and that's calm.
So
But it's just like
what
have
do you say
fun.
the how hard is it, would you say, obviously, to be, as you said, successful on a night out for Bournemouth girls?
No, it's just like um, because it's not just I hear like from guys as well. Like it's just like you try to talk to them, they don't reciprocate back. Like they don't respond back. They act a bit cold towards you, and it's now you try to be a bit friendly, or they're only asking for drinks and that. I've heard one friend that said that they act a bit bougie sometimes, but it's just like for me, it's just I'm not going there to just get things. I'm going there to have fun in it. So that's that's just me in it. Like,
Okay.
but I'd say nightlife is actually pretty good if you're going there to enjoy. But if you're going there to get things and that, it's not. I
Okay.
wouldn't go play that way.
So
But that's
what
just me in it.
what have you joined any societies?
Yeah, first year, first year I did. I joined. I think it was Anime Club and African Society.
What did you think of them?
African Society was pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. They had food there. You met people there, especially like because when I first started, there wasn't that many Afro and Caribbeans there to
Hmm.
begin with.
Hmm.
Uh, so you go there to meet other people like you, and it was actually pretty calm. But I only been there like once or twice. But
Hmm.
other than that, yeah, it's just like
Would you
I was
say
occupied.
there's
Mm,
at Bournemouth University is very diverse for, obviously, maybe not just Afro Caribbean students. Maybe if you're from a different cultural background, do you think you
mm.
can find people that with the same similar backgrounds, or is it kind of just a majority of individuals?
So especially over the years, I've noticed like a massive increase of like other
Different
different type of
cultures.
people joining different cultures and that, and like different societies opening up. So there have been like a massive improvement. So you can see like a lot of people from your backgrounds there, especially societies as well. So I feel like next year there'll be a lot more
Hmm.
because it's like over time progress, you see more and more people, diversity and that. Um, and yeah, you won't be left out. You find people that's you can relate to, and that.
Okay, so did you get a job by your university?
Not really. I wasn't really looking for one, to be
Okay,
honest, but you can't get
are there a
jobs.
lot of jobs at Bournemouth University?
Um, Based off my friends, there are. You could get like night. You could get transferred to from your work to a work in Bournemouth University. Um, you can do that. You could get part-time jobs, night shifts, day shifts. Like there are jobs there out there you can get. Um, that I know of. Yeah,
There's a good amount of jobs for students to get out there.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, so obviously you went to university, meaning you chose it over an apprenticeship slash going right into work. Why did you choose university over these different paths?
I've heard about apprenticeships. I don't know. It's just like growing up here. You kind of like taught, or you need to go to school, like go school sixth form, and then or college, and then uni, and then get your degree, and then get a job. That's how I've been brought up to.
So it's kind of more of
So
just standards from a child. You knew
yeah,
you were going to university.
yeah. Basically that.
Okay, so it's more okay. So kind of just it makes sense. So can you tell us more about J Dem Beats?
Jaden beats. To keep a long story short, it's just like um. So basically, I was into like music before starting uni. So I think it was 2016 of it was 2016 or 15. Like I've always been into music here, but 2015 or 16 year was the year where I had kind of like an epiphany or like kind of like a I was listening to a song and then that song like hit me hard. I was like, right, you know what? Yeah, I actually want to start creating music and that. So obviously at the beginning of 2016, I started making music here, but it was for fun. And then around 2017 was when I got serious by getting my own software and other stuff. So from there, I kind of progressed into it. And I started to develop a lot more passion for it. And over the years, I started to like practice. And then eventually I messaged my cousin and he was like, oh, I was like, what should I call myself? And he was like, how about Jaydon? Because kind of like part of my name together. Um, um, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And I ran with it. And that's when I started to create like my Instagram and all of that jazz and became serious with music from then on.
And what do you want Jaden Beats to go into? Like, what would be the end goal for Jaden Beats?
The end goal um, for me, is just like it's small stuff like it's just like people get to you know hear my music and that something like that. That's just basically it. For me, it's not about like the money and that because I feel like once you think about the money and business side, it kind of like ruins. It takes like the fun or passion out of it for me, basically. So I focus about like making music and just you know getting it out there to the people. And if I do get successful with it, yeah, that's good, you know. But right now, yeah, it's just taking baby steps. Like yeah, just getting my music out there. That's basically it.
Okay, so obviously we had to have a video call as we can't meet each other due to COVID-19. So how are
Mm.
you holding up during COVID-19?
To be honest, yeah, I feel like I'm kind of different, like strange. Like as an introvert, yeah, for me it's just like
Bliss.
obviously we're, huh?
Very good for you then. If you say
Yeah,
you're an
yeah.
introvert.
Like it's calm because I'm used to being like inside and that. Like it's not really affecting me. But I do get like for people who aren't, yeah, it's gonna be hard for them because they want to be out there and that, but we can't because we're going through a very difficult time right now, and especially me, yeah. So I have to like uh, be careful as well. So I
Is any
think like, huh?
I was gonna say, is anything majorly changed in your life?
Not as much, not really. Um, Instead of right now, I'm just using this time to focus on the stuff that I've wanted to do. Using this, trying to utilize this time that we've got right now, trying to work on new skills and such. I don't think nothing major has happened so far, and hopefully not. Yeah, but yeah,
Okay.
right now I'm just doing well, just chilling.
How has COVID-19 affected your course?
My course, I would say right now it's okay now, but it's just like we try and do online teaching, but I've tried to, you know, be up to date with the online coursework and stuff, and it's I would say like right now I feel like a lot of people might not be in the right place in mind to do work in that, especially me because I'm trying to cram in this coursework that I'm trying to do. And for others, yeah, their work is due soon. I think it's 11th as well. So it's kind of like a lot of pressure because they have to deal with this and then probably with other issues as well, probably personal issues. And I feel like it's going to be a bit harder for people. And for my course, they're handling it like I think they're handling it okay. Um, we're doing like online workshops and that. I don't know if people are turning up. That's the thing. Even like the join chat, I've tried that. It don't work, and
So,
I just gave up since.
so you can
So
still kind of do your work. It's just kind of the lectures and everything that's kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
becoming
yeah.
difficulty to kind of do.
What, yeah, what they've done is just video presentation instead. So it's just like I watch it in the background here while I'm doing something else. So it's just like I don't know. It's a bit different. It's
Mm,
strange. We live in a strange time
very
right now.
strange times. So at this point, we kind of do like a summary where we kind of just summarize everything we spoke about. What you can do is obviously let us know your ats, where to find you, Instagrams, YouTube, Facebooks, Twitters, etc., etc. So if you just want to obviously say like introduce your YouTube, your company name, where we can find you, and then like a summary of everything we spoke about.
All right, so yeah, my YouTube is Jaydon Beats. I've got two YouTube, Jaydon Beats and Jaydon Music. Um, One's for the beats, and the other one's gonna be for the music that I release, and I'm gonna release some soon. And you can find me there. You can find me on Instagram, Jaydon Beats, Beatstar as well. You can find me there. You can find me on Twitter and SoundCloud as well. Um, but yeah, expect like new content to be coming out soon as well. That's where you can find me, and yeah, that's about it.
Kind of like
And yeah, I've got a single coming up soon. That's it.
what's this? We have a name, a little hint.
Yeah, it's called Show Me.
Okay,
That's what I can gonna
that's
say
all right.
soon.
Okay,
Yeah.
can't wait to see it. So, if you just want to end the video with, don't forget to like, subscribe, and
Mm.
I'm plugged in.
All right. So don't forget to like, subscribe to Calvin, and I'm plugged in.
Thank you.
Thank